Alright, y'all. Big things happening this weekend. First up is UFC 223 predictions. Gonna do a WrestleMania predictions on the next vid. For this vid, I'm not gonna be too in-depth though. I'm gonna breeze through these, a minute or less each possibly, because it's like 13 fights, so it's gonna be a long vid. So first up, The Beast versus Crash. So by the way, for those who don't know, the top numbers in yellow shows who's favored. Minus 800 means you have to put $800 down to win 100. Crazy, right? While $100 on Crash earns you 575. Capiche? Alright, so to the fight. The Beast has a lot of hype because of his crazy finishes, crazy vids. Called out a lot of fighters. He's had a tough time getting fights booked. But Crash said, I'll answer that call. So, but keep in mind, this is the UFC. Fighters aren't trash in the UFC. Okay, maybe Mike Jackson, CM Punk, but that's another vid. Anyway, Crash is a big underdog on the card. He's the biggest one by far. But man, the disparity shouldn't be that high. Both are coming off wins. However, like for the Zabist, I still need to see more from him. Ultimately, he gets it done. Unanimous decision. Time to move on to the next fight. So next fight, had to do my research with these guys. Mike is from the Dana White Contender Series. He's a knockout artist, had that flying knee knockout. But Devin's been around. I mean, I think he just fought, I forgot his name, but gonna give him the edge unless he gets caught. So, alright, next fight. Gonna regret picking Beck, but she's due up for a win. However, Ashlee, she was competitive in her fight with Sarah until she got caught. With that said, split decision to Beck. Alright, next fight. This one's a highlight, prelim, not prelim, but fight pass fight. It's a funny one because Bruce Leroy should win this hands down. I mean, seriously, you're gonna let Lobov, the God, win this? Caceres, 3 rounds, unanimous. Alright, next fight. Mercier is gonna get tested. Dunham is gonna be too much for him. Dunham wins by experience. 3 rounds, unanimous. Alright, next fight. Didn't know Lauzon's still fighting. But yeah, both of them are coming off losses. 2 losses, by the way, so this might be a make or break fight. I don't think they're gonna cut Lauzon, but who knows, you know. But he wins on the strength of experience. 3 rounds, J-Lo. And next fight is Ray Borg. Okay, this one's easy. Ray Borg needs to erase that loss from DJ. He probably learned a lot from that fight, so he's going to be out on a mission. Moreno is good, but in this fight, he'll know what top competition is. So, rear naked, 3rd round to Borg. And now, prelim highlight fight. Miss K. Unanimous decision, she's just more polished. Would like Herrig to win, but it's a tall task, even though Herrig is on a good win streak. But Kowalkiewicz has been competitive with top-tier competition when she lost. Hopefully, Miss K isn't overlooking her. In the embedded episode I just saw recently, she said she needs to win a bonus to pay her shopping debt, and I'm like, oh, Miss K. Anyway, like I said, unanimous decision, Miss K. And now to the main card, Raging Al versus Irish Dragon. Now, I like Paul Felder. He's a beast, but Raging Al is no joke, even if he fights only once a year. I should give it to Paul, but my hunch says Al with his rage and all. 3 rounds unanimous decision to Al. Next fight. Yes, the Pettis fight. It's really make or break for him. I'm a fan of Pettis. I wish he can get out of this funk. I felt that he quit in the Poirier fight, while Chiesa just underestimated Kevin Lee. Hopefully the real Pettis stands up, but he's got to show me something. He said he's due for a knockout, then back it up, you know what I'm saying? It's 50-50 fight, but I give the edge to Chiesa, unless Pettis catches him with either a knockout or submission. Alright, next fight, Moicano. His only loss was to Ortega. However, Calvin is very experienced. He has 18 wins, and it showed against Burgess in the Philly fight. I'm like, this dude is super experienced and dangerous. So with that said, Calvin, 3 rounds, unanimous. Next up, this is the rematch that we all needed to see, but there's nothing much to this. From my opinion, I honestly believe Joanna just got caught. I mean, she probably got in her own head, psyched herself out, or it could be the bad weight cut. But I feel like it's going to end up like Matt Serra versus GSP Part 2. However, if Joanna loses, I wouldn't say it's the end for her, but man, it would be embarrassing with all that talk. Can you still be considered pound for pound if you can't beat Thug Rose? So unfortunately, Cormier can't do the commentary and say Thug Rose, Thug Rose. So 5 rounds, unanimous decision, JJ. All right, last fight. Now before that, I still want to say and see Ferguson versus Khabib, because I need to know which style works. Had Khabib winning that fight anyway, because Ferguson likes to go to the ground. He's easy to take down. Only chance Ferguson has to win is to catch Khabib with his submissions during ground and pound. It has to happen. Even if Khabib somehow loses to Holloway, it just sucks for Ferguson. It's crazy how you trip over cables that you can tear a ligament through that. That's crazy to me. Anyway, to this fight. Reason I'm picking Khabib, because he's had his training camp. He hasn't been knocked out. Took out the heavier elite striker, Barboza. Now, Maxi Baby is gritty, but he's taken a heavier fighter that's 200 pounds, and Holloway's 170. That's a huge difference. Reason I can't pick Max, even if I'm a fan of him, because I have to be objective. He's coming off injury, 6 days, so he doesn't have a camp. He's not in fight shape. Even Alvarez said it. What we see Saturday is not the 100% Max. Pardon the pun. So even if, let's say Max fought Edgar and won, and to gain that wrestling experience, I believe he can get it done more, but still, the fact remains, 6 days notice from an injury against the best wrestler who hasn't lost in MMA. Dude took down RDA with ease, people. Alright, only way Max can win this is peppering him with punches, because he's no Michael Johnson or Barboza in terms of power. Max can out-cardio K-Bob, but that forward pressure is going to be crazy. It's like that analog button that's stuck forward with Khabib all the time. So, prediction, 5 rounds, unanimous, Khabib. So yeah, that's it. Comment below what's your picks, WrestleMania picks on the next vid. This is Carne Asada Fly. I'm out. It's Carne Asada Fly.